Welcome back, boys, to the Terminal Goonz podcast. And boy, oh boy, do we got a lot for you guys.
Lots of shit has happened in the time we've been away.
Dude, it's almost like way too much by this point. And honestly, first thing I gotta say, sorry about all the time jumps and all the time skips and all that. We're trying our best to be on time, but we definitely got the reasoning for you in this episode, like why everything is like kind of time skipping a little bit whenever we release these videos.
Work is being done, by the way. We are working.
A lot of work is being done. Oh my god, we have a lot to talk about today. One of the first things, like before we get into anything, honestly, one of the first things that I wanted to talk about is your song.
Yes.
Like we said from the last video. Did you actually end up getting your song done? Yes or no?
Yes. Actually, from 2 days from now, from the recording of this, it will be released.
Wait, you're actually releasing it on what, the 4th?
Yeah, the 4th.
That's it?
It's already done.
With everything that me and Raph did? Okay. Well, before we keep going with this, let's get introductions out of the way. Hello, like you guys have seen me all the time in this channel. You know who I am. My name's Leiden, and we got Cruel Zool over here with two of the Terminal Goons for this episode. But basically, Toxie was in the last one, so if you guys missed that one, go back, go check it, go see who Toxie is. He's gonna be in a few more of the episodes. We're gonna have him here whenever we can. But honestly, we've been working like dogs out here, bro. Yeah. Like actual dogs, and like just trying to get shit done. And like we just said, this man just got one of his songs out, and I'm not gonna lie, when it came to actually getting your song done and all that stuff, I kind of pushed you a lot to get it done, because I kept reminding you. I'm like, remember what you said in that recording? Remember what you said in that recording? Every 2 seconds.
I wouldn't say every 2 seconds.
It wasn't every 2 seconds.
You did remind me, though. And honestly, this isn't even the song that I was planning on recording anyway. It's just the one that I liked the most. So I just figured knock this shit out the way already and work on the other ones I got coming up. Because there are more I have ready to record. I just got to finish writing out some of the lyrics, and then it's set.
I mean, that kind of like leaves me curious. I don't know if you want me to give out too much. I know that we're like, we're on the podcast and we could talk about it, but there is like that song that I walked in today hearing. I was like, I knew it was a little bit of an odd song, because I've heard the song before, maybe like twice at most. But like,
you heard it when I first made it, and then you didn't hear it for a while after I changed a bunch of stuff. Are you talking about the 3/4 song one?
Yeah. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to spoil it for anybody, but since you said like the waltz one, I wanted to ask, because like one of the biggest things about that is like, are you releasing that on the EP or LP? What you said? No, I can't say the name of it.
Yeah, you can say the name.
Yeah. Brain Squid, is that LP or EP?
I'm gonna go more for an EP.
EP, yeah. About like 4 songs for that one.
4 songs, yes. Right now, it might end up being longer now, just because I have more that I have already finished the beats for that I like, that do fit on it. So it just depends on how I want to make it, right? It was originally supposed to be an EP, though, but it might end up being like a little longer.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, like, essentially, it's the same thing that happened with me in the days. Like, I had originally 3 songs planned for it. That's not what happened, obviously.
Yeah, it was a whole
ended up churning out 2 more. I think it was 5 songs into that one. So like 5 songs came out in that one, and then Defacing Persona, also another mixtape. But that one was LP. It was like an actual LP mixtape, and that one, what was it, 12 songs? I think. I don't fucking remember what that was. I don't remember.
It sounds about right though.
In the middle of all that, like you getting your song done, I managed to pump out another song. I didn't drop it. We're going to talk about Dial Tone in a bit, but like I'm going to kind of touch on the song that's coming out. The new song that's going to be coming out in April is coming out this month. I said early April on Twitter and shit, but honestly, I can't promise that it's going to be early April. It could be like mid-April. At the latest, it's going to be around the 20th. But like, it will be coming out in April. Eyes Wide Shut is going to be coming. I'm trying to drop it with a music video. We can't guarantee that, like we're trying as much as we can, because like
It's a lot. It is a lot of work right now.
if you guys could see how much work has been going into everything, like there is a lot of gears moving behind the scenes. And the thing is like I'm gearing up to release my own LP, and this one is an album. It's not a studio album, but it is an album at the very least. Mine is, we all know it. I've teased it over like fucking 2 years now. Liminal. I just want to get that out because it's still very relevant to me. Like everything about the album, the name of it, it's about like how everything changed over time, how I went through my own change and how I found my own things to do. And like you guys, I already told you there's a whole storyline to it, so like I don't need to sound like a broken record and repeat myself on that. But the biggest thing is like with this music video coming out, you will start to see a lot more of those story aspects that I was talking about, like every single one bit of them. Not entirely sure on how the shoots are gonna go. We have half of the music video actually fully planned, and it is taking a lot of work out of me to just get it all done.
Yeah, because music videos are completely different than the short films we were doing before.
Short films, you can kind of pace them out, space them out a little bit. Music videos, it's like, dude, you're going with the music, and if your song's fast, that means your storyboards are cut like every 2 seconds.
Seeing how far you've gotten and how many storyboards you've written so far for it is
we're on fucking crazy. 5 pages, boy.
Yeah,
like
5 pages. Like how many shots are there in total? Like 25.
Technically, no. Technically, with everything added up, and this is not including those mini boxes that you see in the storyboards. So this is not including those. Those are plus 5. Like every time you see them in the storyboard shot, that's like plus 5. But like without including those, we have 32 different shots.
God damn.
So yeah, like 32
about right.
All in all edit different shots. And it's just like that is only halfway through. If I had to take a guess, we're probably going to be sitting around 64 to 70 shots in this entire thing.
I can see that, especially since you're pretty much halfway through it now.
So. It's so much. It's so fucking much. And like on top of this, you get to see how much you got to budget, how much like what you got to buy, what materials you're going to need. And the thing that's really cool about this is like we'll buy it for my one music video, right? But that doesn't mean this equipment is not going to be used in y'all's or my other music videos, because it's just like, well, fuck, we got the equipment, why not keep using it? Like, you know.
True. But also I have no idea what equipment we need or what we're buying.
So
you don't have to say anything now.
No, I'll say one that's just it's a fucking oddball to throw out. Trail cams.
Oh, okay, that I knew about though. Like
that
trail
is
cams and all that.
That's a weird one to have, but like a trail cam is just like you never expect to actually use it in the setting that we're going to be using it for, but it's like we'll have it. We'll fucking have it.
We'll have it, and it'll honestly be really useful for whatever we use it for in the future too.
Yeah, because you can use it for so many different things. It's like not even funny how much a trail cam can be used for. And oh, small cat in here, small cat. But yeah, it like all the shit it can do is just like it is a lot, man. A trail cam can do a lot without it needing to be a professional camera. Yes, we're still going to be using the main cameras that we usually use, but like just going through the storyboard and seeing how everything is like being formulated and all that is just like it's a lot. It's a lot to like actually deal with.
Yeah, watching you work on it this much is honestly kind of not impressive, but it's like I can see your determination to finish this.
Dude, I just
like you've been up like till 3 a.m. a bunch of nights just to work on that shit.
I just want it done. I want it 100% done. Oh, cat in the shot. Cat in the shot. Whoa.
Oh, don't step on the mixer. Oh, don't step on the computer.
Oh, no, don't do that, please, small cat.
No.
Come here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, audio listeners. If you can't look, there's a cat in the shot. There's a cat in the shot. Where you going? We talking about music. We ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you.
I'm gonna
come here
real quick.
If you guys don't know, this is the legendary Moo Cat. The legendary. Oh no, goodbye, Moocat. We will see you. We will see you at some point.
She'll probably come back to me.
She's definitely gonna come back.
Yeah, that's kind of her thing is return.
But yeah,
Tech, and they never fucking stay away. They always come back.
like the biggest thing though, like I'm just excited to shoot it because like I'm finally gonna be able to do my own music video. It's also for like I was gonna do it for Dial Tone, but I was like I just don't have time. I have to go to the next one because like Dial Tone can't be all my focus. So like, yeah, I'm like moving on to Eyes Wide Shut, making the music video for that. And yes, I want to make a music video for the next single as well. But we're taking one thing at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already working on the lyrics for the next single.
Yeah.
You know,
not only that, but like just trying to get everyone linked up to film it in the first place is already gonna be difficult with all of us working most of the fucking time and working on our own different projects and shit. Like that alone.
Just
like,
keeping everything in line, just like kind of always staying on top of it. Yeah, like I said, guys, the Dial Tone and Eyes Wide Shut, I realized I never said it. These are both part of Liminal. Like, I didn't even realize I never told, like, I know you knew, but I never told Raph that, or Toxie in this case. Like, I never told Toxie.
I thought you knew that already.
I thought you did too. I thought you knew
kind of
it.
a given too, because of how much you talked about Liminal for so long.
Yeah,
like that.
I thought he knew it was
Like
part of Liminal.
Like, what do you think it was for? Just like singles or?
I think he thought it was just for singles.
Oh,
I think he thought it was just because I'm Alright came out, and I'm Alright was actually a cut from Liminal, like an old cut from Liminal that I just didn't, personally, I didn't feel like it fit the sound. If you guys go listen to I'm Alright and then listen to Dial Tone right after, you can tell I'm Alright was designed with something else in mind.
yeah. It was also in a different time of when you were producing too, because I remember that time period with the stuff you were producing.
They sounded good.
It was good, but it was very different from what you're doing now.
Yeah, it's just like now I need to like I even have a song that is like it's still very addictive, but I have a problem with it. I don't know where to put it. It doesn't fit on Liminal at all. It just doesn't. Like if I have to be honest with you, it's a plug and B song.
Is it the? This is the one that I like. The one I kept telling you to finish.
How'd it go?
You want me to sing the lyrics or no? 'Cause I don't want to just give.
Sing the lyrics, yeah.
I'm gonna make that bitch run.
No, that's part of Liminal. That's actually in Liminal.
Is it the Bomberman beat?
No.
Will you finish that one, please?
Yeah, I'll finish that one. But like it's a different one where it's like man, motherfucker, I can't remember the actual lyrics of it, but it was inspired by Sofago. Like I can say it was actually inspired because when you hear my delivery, it's like I'll dip really low in my voice.
Have I heard it before or no?
Probably not.
Okay, because I was gonna say I don't know what song you're talking about. Oh, please don't jump because it's a cactus right there, bro.
But yeah, you probably haven't heard it. It's like it's a really good song. It just doesn't fit on Liminal. And I even thought about going back, putting more fitting sounds on it to fit more with the Liminal aesthetic, because I'm like it really can fit with Liminal, but like I'm not gonna force it to fit into a genre that it's not. And if I go back and finish it, I'm going to go back and edit all the beats and everything like that. Because it really could be finished and turned into its own idea. And I think that one's gonna be like in the case of like this one, I think I'm gonna like entirely just like make that one either on the mixtape, the Terminal Goonz mixtape, which we actually do need to talk about. We do need to talk about that mixtape.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't eat that. Get out of here.
All right. Come here.
Stop trying to eat the cactus.
Come here. This is your punishment.
But yeah, we like if I can't put it on Liminal, which I'm probably not, just knowing everything about it. I'm just gonna put it on the Terminal Goonz mixtape, and I'm actually gonna let you guys feature on it because the beat is actually good. The beat is really good for what it is.
Oh yeah. All right, well now I'm excited to hear it. Like,
fuck, man, I had the lyrics on the tip of my tongue. It's like, Yeah, I never played it for you, but it's like, oh, the song's original name was called Bad Habits.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
song's
think I've
name
heard a
was
song called
Bad Habits. It's like something walk around with bad habits, like. But then I found a click, blah 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 blah. Like I found a group. They don't like I can't remember it. I can't remember it because it's like me talking about like my bad habits and all that shit. And then like before I met you guys, or actually got I wouldn't say like met you guys, but like got more serious about this shit with you guys. And then like it's like you can clearly tell that there was a switch up for everything there. So I think I just pulled out a fucking thorn out of my pinky.
Bro? How did you stab yourself with the cactus?
I think in the midst of trying to get the cat away, I fucking pricked myself. Yeah.
You didn't feel that? You didn't feel a cactus?
No.
Thing just fucking impale you, bro?
No.
Shit.
But yeah, actually, speaking of the mixtape, Crystal Guns isn't dead. Crystal Guns is just like actually something we're gonna operate on.
Yeah, it's kind of on the back burner at the moment because we're trying to finish our own shit at the moment.
And then like whatever is not going on our actual shit is gonna be turned over to a mixtape for the Goonz, so that more music is gonna continue to come your guys' way. Like music that doesn't necessarily have to have a staple like story to it. Not in the sense of like, oh, it doesn't have a story, like the song doesn't have a story. I would say more in the sense of like it is its own thing. The song is its own thing, and every song is its own
songs. It's just a bunch of songs for y'all to listen and enjoy.
I don't know what we're gonna call the mixtape. It's probably gonna be some dumb shit, probably some funny shit, probably some cool shit. I don't know. We'll find something. And like Crystal Guns has an intent behind it. That's probably not gonna be a mixtape. Like that is more than likely an album. Yeah, that's
a full-fledged thing.
It's a cohesive idea that we've been like kind of painting from the beginning. And then like the more that me and Raph have like, goddamn, me and Toxie have talked about it, bro, is that like we want to flesh out a whole little storyline so that we can like kind of use these beeps and boops that like iterate certain things with the album. So like that's one thing I'm looking a little forward to.
Honestly, yeah. I will say whenever we're producing, I don't really like hop on y'all's beats too often, but I do in the future want to like actually start like producing more with y'all, because that's one thing specifically me and you don't do at all is actually produce together. Even though we live in the same house, it just kind of never works out like that sometimes.
It's because you'll be producing and then I don't want to stop what you're doing. We have talked about it, making time, putting it aside and actually doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like doing that and getting to that point when we know we always feel the need to do something that we need to get done. Yeah. And I've realized that's why we never do it, because we're always in the middle of working on something we're already working on. So
work never stops. Shit just piles up. Not piles up, but like
what I'm gonna do to kind of fix that is because like yes, we've been talking about a certain song that we've been wanting to make for how long?
Since October.
No, not just October. We talked about this idea
about it
way like years ago.
We talked about it when I first moved here about having a song like that, and then it became more of like an actual physical thing that we wanted to do like last year towards like before October, before Halloween.
Yeah.
Shit just didn't happen like that for us
because we didn't have like everything else kicked in, and like I kicked into overdrive at the most random time. I can't even explain why. In November I just felt the need to kick myself into overdrive, but I did. And yeah, like we're definitely gonna have to go back, actually do that idea. And what I'm gonna do to make sure that we get past that little, oh but we have this to do today, I'm gonna schedule schedule a fucking point in time to work on that.
Because like legit, if you just tell me, hey, can we do this today, like I'll just cast aside all my other shit, because like honestly my time really just becomes first come first serve at a certain point. So
for me it's not
like let's do this, I will literally cast aside all the other shit.
I'm a very priority person. Like if something takes priority over something else at that moment, I'm going to take that into priority more so than first come first serve. because like
It just
if
depends.
something's on the schedule, that's main priority. That becomes my main priority of the day. Get that
True.
done. Don't try to do anything else. Get that one thing done. Move on. Like if I see that song is on the schedule and that we have to start producing that, then yeah, we're gonna fucking do that. Like that's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna make sure, get everything done, like get that to the side, at the very least fucking 2.5 hours on it. And then once I've at least put in 2.5 hours and I'm sitting at a point where I think we're like actually doing well on it, then yeah, that's where I'm gonna fucking go. Like I'll say that we did enough work, we can move on and then get other shit done. That's how I feel about that. Like
Okay.
other than that, like there's no real other way, at least in my brain, to trick it into like actually getting that shit done other than putting it
So
somewhere I can see it.
Just schedule it and then we'll do it pretty much.
Yes,
the
like it's
TLDR on
it's
that.
becoming to the point where it's like if it's on that schedule and I see it's coming up, I start prepping for it like super fast. And like for instance, I'm doing the storyboard. We have we're gonna start shooting a little bit of it on Thursday, like to see what we can do. I'm fucking working all day on this schedule today because I'm like, oh, it's on Thursday. I gotta get that shit done before it's fucking due. Like, for some reason, it just works. It just works for me. How much time we got? Because I want to start up another topic.
We got like 8 minutes. So
8 minutes on this? Okay.
we're chilling. And even then, at that point, like we have the main camera.
I'm gonna save
chilling for a
what's coming up in May for last. We'll get to that, but or for whenever we come back, we'll save whatever that. But like, I just want to keep touching on these mixtapes because like we don't talk about it enough. Like,
Okay.
we have a beat that I like. I've literally been singing the hook to you guys.
Which one?
Funny guys.
Funny.
Huh, we some funny guys. Like I've been singing that hook.
I'll be real with you, G. I've never heard you sing that.
Ask Raph, I've sing it like every time to him, and I get so like annoyed because I'm like, that is actually a hook. That is like, it's not a hook in the most conventional sense, but it's like
A hook is a hook. If it does the job, then it is a hook. So.
I can see the music video for it. And then we have another beat, bro, that is just like reminiscent of another hyperpop song that I like, but then I changed like I only like got inspired from the beginning of it, where it's like very in your face, it's like minimal chords, and it's like a breakcore beat, and then you get into it, like my version changes like the entirety, like the body of it, the actual organs of the beat just hit in a very like you're floating. It's very ethereal in a weird way, and then it goes back to cut dry. Like man, if I had to be honest about my fucking production in particular, my production is very Pixie-esque. The Pixies. Like, we go
I can
loud,
hear it.
soft, loud, soft. Like, I love doing that combo.
It just works really well.
And it's not just like loud, like only on the chorus and then soft on the verses. Is like, no, I'll pick and choose where I want to sprinkle it. I like fucking dynamics. Dynamics are like some of my biggest things to fuck around with when it comes to music.
Yeah, you've mentioned dynamics a lot recently when it came
Oh,
to
yeah.
listening to, which I get now after you explained a little bit more of it. And it is a very fun thing to play with.
When you got dynamics, you can actually build tension properly. Like you can do whatever you want. You can have the shittiest fill, and as long as that fill has proper dynamics to it, yeah, it's gonna fucking hit.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking hit.
Another thing that, aside from dynamics, that I love in music is just a fucking bridge. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
refrains and bridges are fucking amazing.
Refrains I like more than bridges, but just making a bridge is so much fun because you essentially get to just take this little pocket of your song,
Oh
fucking
my
change it
God,
however you
man.
want it. Like there's so many different things you can do in a bridge, and it's so much creative freedom if you can put one in a song. Like for the song I recorded, that bridge originally it wasn't even in that song, but then I added it because I felt like it just wasn't good enough at that point.
You felt like it probably like
It was missing.
kind of felt
It felt
Like it was
missing
repeating?
yeah, it felt like it
Yeah.
was missing something. It felt too redundant, and I didn't like it. And it wasn't really like you said, like progressing. And I put the bridge in. I liked where it went after that, and then fuck it. It was showing me.
Dude, that's how I felt. Like, you'll notice, like, Eyes Wide Shut doesn't have a chorus. It doesn't have a real chorus.
Yeah.
It just has two refrains that sound like a chorus.
Yeah, but even then, like, it's still a good song. Like, not everything needs a bridge or an actual chorus in it. Like,
I love
many songs like
what
that.
I love specifically what I did with that, because like a lot of like I was like, man, I don't want to do verse chorus verse or chorus verse chorus, and then like
yeah, you don't want to do like the traditional ass song structures.
so for Eyes Wide Shut, I said to myself, I just want to rap. That's all I want to do. I just want to
See,
rap. Like,
I feel that because that's how some of the songs I'm making right now are. Is like you heard one of them where I told you this song isn't even like a song. It's just something that when I feel like I'm just gonna fucking freestyle over the entire thing.
yeah, like that's bro. That feeling of like doing that and just like rapping over something
It's
and
just
just
fun.
not having a chorus there. Like the chorus
It's
in
freeing.
Eyes Wide Shut is the fucking sample. It's the fucking sample. That is the
That's
chorus.
the sample.
Huh?
Wait, that's the chorus.
Yeah.
Huh? I thought it was the other part.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna sing the other part, but I genuinely thought that's the refrain, though, isn't it?
That's the refrain.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like a chorus, but it's not. Like, because like when you sing it to yourself, you're realizing only part that's the same is the beginning of both refrains. That is the only part that's the same. Because you get to the second part of the second refrain, and it's like, why is he screaming? like think about that. Like,
Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. I will say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to dial tone real quick because I don't think I've ever told you this part. The second half of dial tone is probably my favorite half of it.
what?
Yeah, when you go into the part where like you cut out some of the beat and it's just you rapping all hard.
Okay,
and shit.
I'm pissed off like Rick Ross. I'm mad at my city. Some of y'all are cool, but then some of y'all ain't
with me.
thinking. Like that part,
Nigga, you ain't really with me.
nigga,
But-
you ain't really with me.
Yeah.
Posted up like you tough, but all you said tripping. Like,
Yeah, that whole part goes fucking hard, bro. That's probably my favorite part of the song. Like the way it
That's
hits
so
into it is
weird.
just
What?
nice. I love like the song. I have multiple favorite parts of the song, but that's
Okay.
probably like the part that I like the most in it.
dude,
Like hearing it, just the vocal part is mainly what I'm talking about. Like the way the vocals sound.
Yeah.
is great.
I've heard recently. I've been asking other people. I mean, like, I used to have this. I had this really bad habit, and I changed it with dial tone. But like, once I put a song out, I stopped listening to it. I never listened to it again. Right. So I started asking people, "What song do you like the most out of my catalog?"
Oh, I can
And
give you an
somebody
answer
said "Frail." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
on that. You know what my
no
favorite song
offense,
is too, bro.
Yes, but I'm like, what is wrong
Because
with
it's a good song.
Frail is just a weird pick though.
So
Frail is like just the lyrics in that. I get it. It's very like punk. It's very grunge esque. You can definitely hear it in the guitar, but like, it's a fucking dark song, and that's like a personal song. It's not.
that's probably
It's
people
not a
connect to it.
sweet song.
Probably why people connect to it. I like it mainly because I know what you're talking about, and also the beat itself just sounds really good.
All right, boys. You're going to have to give us a bit of a second, okay? We're going to have to use this little bit of time to actually go to commercials, and we'll be right back with you guys. Until then, peace out. What's this man doing here?
What?
This guy.
I'm waiting for my pupusa to come out. You know what that is? A pupusa.
I have no
Alright.
poop.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Great. Need to have all the time type of meal, you know? And what did you get, Marcel?
I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
Shame.
That's my
Shit.
boy.
Welcome back, everyone. Before we left, I know we mentioned talking about something that was going to be happening at the end of May. Some extra stuff that you guys definitely didn't know about.
And we're gonna hold off on it a little bit more.
Okay, cool. Because I actually have no idea what we're doing.
Whatchamacallit?
I have an idea, but I don't actually know.
Well, I told you, but like I want to hold off on it because
You want to wait till the very end?
there was like what wasn't there something else that we needed to mention? I can't remember it.
Mixtapes.
We talked about the mixtapes. We talked about the music videos coming up.
Crystal Guns.
Didn't talk too much about Crystal Guns. I don't really think
We don't really
should.
have too much to talk about with it.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think we should. There's just a lot of demos sitting in Crystal Guns. If anything, yeah, okay, I guess we'll talk about what's happening in May. Okay, so it's for me, from what I can see, everything is sitting about like it's like 90% certain that it's going to happen. Now, I don't want to do what we did on the first podcast where we announce something and then it falls through and then we have to de-announce it. So I'm going to say it's a 90% chance it's happening because we're supposed to be performing on May 31st. Now, the thing is like from the little bit of word that I've gotten, I think we're doing it. I'm pretty sure we are. I've talked to the person that's hosting the event. Actually cool, like, you know, like cool human being. Just want to like, you know, just want to make sure that we have everything down pat. From what I know, it is happening. I think we might be given a 15-minute block, maybe a 20-minute block at least. I just need to check on all the details, but like, it will definitely be our first performance. At least my part of the set will have unreleased songs because I just personally if I'm going to be performing, I just want to be performing new shit. Like, and I know I'll perform some older shit. I know it's going to happen, but personally, I want to perform new shit. And that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about with this concert. And that's why I wanted to say it's 90% happening. We don't know if it's 100% yet.
Hopefully.
Huh?
Hopefully.
Hopefully it's 100%.
That shit last time actually made me a little upset.
Yeah, because
I like steamrolled like so many songs just for that performance and then fucking derailed it at the end.
But to be honest with you, that was a blessing in disguise. I would have
Yeah.
still been on my same like sound if we had started then.
Mm-hmm.
But now that it's like is it a year later? Has it been a year?
It's been more than a year actually.
Since that announcement.
Yeah, it's been more than a year.
It's been more than yes, you are right. It's been almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm. That was when we first dropped, like when I first got here.
So yeah. Considering that, bro, working on new music, getting that new sound out, at least for me, getting my new sound out, and actually like getting my fundamentals all the way up. I don't perform. I mean, like I don't want to perform something like, you know, like I don't want to perform Fractals of Joy, bro. I'm not gonna fucking perform that song.
Joy.
No offense to anybody that wants me to, just not gonna
Do
happen.
function.
Function's like a 50-50.
I say it should be a 90%.
I'll say this. There's certain songs that I will not perform unless I see an audience wants me to perform it. Obviously, one of those ones being like Sylvia. Personally, I don't want to do Sylvia unless people want me to do Sylvia. Because if you listen to the lyrics and you know the meaning behind it, it's like kind of try to think about it. And I'm probably gonna give it more thought. So it's like I'm not 100% saying I'll never do it out of my own volition. But I'll tell you guys this: if you want me to do Sylvia, then the way to get me to do it is let me fucking know. Like let me know.
Out of this man.
Like let me know in comments. Let me know in some sort of way. Let all of us know.
Do my comments count?
Yeah, your comments. Like just tell us that you want me to fucking do it, and then I'll fucking do it. But
Pick function, please.
I'm just saying, like, there's just like, it just like feels weird, but also that happened in the 60s, so I should probably let it go. Like, you know, like that is,
Yeah.
I picked it because it was very old and it was something that happened way back then. And I didn't want to like pick something super new and super like recent.
No, if it's more recent, that's not gonna bode too well. It's back
On top
then,
of that, like the whole point of the song was to show American, like to display how American tragedies happen, how it just goes under your nose, and like a lot of people don't even fucking think twice about it that it can happen in that sort of sense. Like if any of you guys have ever looked at it into this case, pretty dark case,
yeah, very dark.
yeah, like genuinely take the time. If you like that song, just take the time to actually understand what the song is about. It's highly recommended.
LEIDEN'S in that entire story.
Yeah,
But it is sad. It will break your heart, by the way, if you decide to look at it. Just forewarning.
but it's respectful to at least do that. If you like the song and you think it's fucking cool, like at least take the time to understand what the song is about. Like, because again, it feels weird if I'm the one choosing to like put it on without considering what the weight holds behind it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying for that.
And I like I have to look into it. Like, did Nirvana choose to purposely perform Polly? And I know they did one time for
Unplugged. I know they did
Unplugged.
one
Yeah. And
They probably did it more than that though.
that's what I'm
not
saying.
like-
But Unplugged, like by the time it was on Unplugged, it was already, it was a fan favorite.
Yeah,
It was a
lot of
fan
people
favorite,
already
so
loved it.
he knew it was like people wanted it. People wanted to fucking hear it. As for this one, it's like, while I know it's a fucking banger, like I won't lie, I made that song hard as shit for no fucking reason. It's still in that vicinity of things, like in the same vicinity as even fucking Husker Du made a song that's similar to that, like where they have their own version of it. It's like, I don't know if they perform that song all the time because like it's
Probably not.
probably not. You know, like that's what I'm saying. I want to make so much new music for the performance so that I don't have to like actually sit here and debate with myself. Do I want to perform that song for this reason? Because I used to make a lot of like, I won't say politically driven music. It definitely like, but like when you listen to, what is it? It's the one about war on In a Days where it's like, I say something along the lines of like, if you're a man in America, don't be afraid to go to war. Like, but it's in a very sarcastic way.
I mean, that is the shit they were saying back then too. You should feel proud to go to war.
Yeah, like it's in a very, very like not good light. Like
Yeah,
pointing
not at
out yeah, like child labor in the war pack. Like that's one of the lyrics in the song. Cause it's just like that's what war entails. That's what it does. It literally, you like, if you are a soldier and you think you're on the right side, like you could be an 18-year-old and then like you'll go into war and then you'll go fight somebody and you realize you're fighting a 12-year-old kid. You don't have a choice in that too. You have to do what you gotta do.
It's kill or be killed because that kid is also
Probably gonna kill you. Like,
No, that kid's gonna kill you because he's terrified of what happens if he doesn't. That's usually how it goes.
so yeah,
That should be
like
so fucking sad.
I don't want to have to like choose from my old music and constantly having to like debate with myself about the morality of like actually performing it, especially with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like it's been more heated than ever, and I still stand by my actual like stance on it, but do I want to like carry that into the function? You know,
Probably not.
probably not when like, you know, when nobody knows me yet, you know, like I don't want to do that to myself.
Yeah, you don't want it to end up like how some of the other shit you've seen has gone
Yeah.
when it came to that kind of thing.
And then like I want to, oh man, I'm just like, I'm looking forward to it because like as a vocalist, bro, I've gotten so much better. I would like, me and Toxic were listening to the fucking beats to the old songs yesterday, and like fundamentally out of all my beats, the one that was the most technically good is Still Hold My Hand.
I can
Like
agree with that one.
beat wise,
Like, do you mean just from the older ones?
yes, from the
Yeah.
older ones, that is still the most technical beat I've ever produced in my older catalog of music. But then you listen to Dial Tone, and it's like out of the water, almost immediately out of the water.
Yeah.
And then like you
can
hear
see the progression and how far you've come from that too. Because it's been
you hear fucking Eyes Wide Shut, and you've heard it tons of times by this point.
I have that melody ingrained in my head.
Out of the water. Like it just takes Hold My Hand and just fucking stomps on it, bro. Like
That
and
should
it
be
just
the goal too.
Huh?
That should be the goal of all new music, like all your new shit. To be
Yeah,
better than what you
yeah.
did too.
But the
Like,
thing
that's so
is
great.
like I'm so glad that like my song about lust beat out a song about love.
That's how it be. Especially right now with the world we're in right now. That kind of is how it is.
I was just glad. I was like, damn,
But
I
it's-
made a banger and it was about opposite shit. Like
I mean, shit.
it's the same category,
Topics, but like,
just different like feeling about what we're talking about. And I'm glad that I
it
did
still
that.
slaps though.
Oh my god,
It
like
completely slaps.
Hold My Hand does not slap to me anymore. No matter how much I listen to it, I'm like, nope.
Oh, because you don't like your old music though.
No, there's more to it. I just don't like Hold My Hand anymore.
Okay, see now I'm curious. Like, what the fuck happened? Because that used to be like one of your babies.
Yeah, I don't like Hold My Hand anymore.
So what the fuck happened? That used to be like one of your favorite ones. Just don't like it anymore.
Yeah, I don't like it. Hold My Hand
Just
anymore.
don't like it anymore. All right.
Yeah, we don't like that one anymore.
All right.
Like there's like even with Street Punks, I could say like I like Street Punks.
It's okay. I like it.
I don't like Hold My Hand. No, like no matter how much I say it, it's like
I don't understand. Also, Street Punks. I'm still baffled that that's some people's favorite song that we've done.
it's
the only one
because we
they've
haven't
heard.
made anything else
I know,
together.
but like it's just weird hearing that. If
We haven't
After
gotten
I
the
drop-
chance to show like because like Jonathan, we definitely like Cruel. We definitely have this like dynamic where both of us genuinely know how to bounce off each other. It's just we never get the opportunity to do it.
yeah.
We know how to bounce off each other vocally. We know how to do it. We're just like lazy with it.
Here. Okay, and lazy. That's a fucked
Not
up
lazy,
theory. I was
not
gonna- 'cause,
lazy.
Like it's not like we're lazy.
We're just
All
busy.
yeah.
We're just busy and we know how to fucking do it. It's just like we're taking our fucking time with like
Yeah.
everything.
Like I'll be honest, half the time like I will come home and I will want to produce something, but I also don't want to like invade your room when it's later at night because I'm always working until the night and it'll be like 9. I'm like I don't really want to just chill in
just
the
do
man's
what I
room.
fucking do.
I
Just-
produce in my room all the time. You see me in my
Yeah.
room all the time. I'll come home, go straight to producing, and then you'll pop in and be like, "What's up?"
Sometimes I feel
literally.
like I walk in with a guilty face and I'm like, man, I look like I just did something.
I'll honestly like about half the time you walk in and you're like, "I forgot what I was about to do," and then you'll walk out and you'll look guilty for it. And I'm like, "The fuck just happened?"
Look, it's not on
kinda funny.
purpose. It's just like I have
No,
this
I get it. It's because of the door. It's like a mind wipe whenever you walk through a door for some reason. Like you walk through, forget everything you were trying to do.
I can't think.
Shit happens to me all the time whenever I'm walking in here. I do it to you. I'll walk in your room and forget why I walked in there.
Trying to
Like, all the time.
before anything, so the last thing I did want to talk about, you know, how many more minutes we got on this bitch?
About 20. Well,
Okay, that's
15
good.
actually.
That's good.
So
We're
got
gonna
time.
we're gonna need that. I'm glad I'm bringing this up now. So one of the things that we're thinking about doing, and me and Toxic have definitely been talking about it a lot, is the merchandise stuff. So if any of you guys are like, you know, for those of you who really want to support us, there will be merchandise coming out that actually you can get, you can buy. We're working on actually designing stuff and all that stuff. I'm gonna do one on Dial Tone. You know, there's gonna be a couple of merch on that. There's gonna be a couple of things probably on Eyes Wide Shut. Haven't really decided on that.
I'm definitely gonna make merch for my shit as well. Probably just for not enough, but for Brain Squid as a whole, like I do want to do merch for that. Not just the bucket hats, because y'all already saw an idea for a bucket hat, but something different besides that.
Well, we could do more with the bucket hats. We
Oh,
haven't
100%.
solidified an idea for a
100%.
bucket hat.
I already know what I'm gonna do. I just haven't gotten one. I don't have the money, and I haven't found the place to do the design that I'm trying to do. Because I already have what I want, like figured out and drawn up. I just have to find someone who can do it for me.
I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with dial tones. Like I said it in the car on the way over here.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be pretty
It's gonna
cool.
be nice.
Once I actually sketch it up, that's the biggest thing. I gotta sketch it up because like y'all, it's gonna be embroidery. It's gonna be embroidery. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give you all promises, but like I plan on using embroidery. I really want to.
It
So
would be nice.
it's gonna be like some good ass shirts that you can wear. Pants, can't guarantee you guys about pants yet.
Shit like pants and shoes is gonna be difficult. Like honestly, the
Me
easiest
being-
shit is shirts, hoodies, even a beanie, a hat, something like that is easier to do than
Yeah,
pants.
because like being a guy, bro, like actually no, this just goes for being a human being in general. Being a human being, picking out your pants,
Fucking
it's so
horrible.
different for every other person. Like
Yeah.
every person needs a specific pants. Like
Yeah, from different brands because no two brands are the same either. Like, and all the sizes aren't matching, even if it's the same fucking size. It makes no sense.
it is
It's
obnoxious as hell, dude.
I know why they do it. It's fucking stupid why they do it.
Like
I'm not gonna get into all that conspiracy shit though.
it's just like, oh man, like we're probably like one of the biggest things that I want to do for merch too is like not just like clothing. One of the biggest ones that I actually want to sell is both cassette tapes and vinyls and CDs. Like well, I said both, but like there's three things. But like I do really want to kind of sell those because then it has a physical copy, and on top of that, when it comes to that shit, I'm gonna sign it. Like when we actually start selling physical copies of music and all that shit, I'm going to actually sign the physical ones so that like when people buy it, you have my first album signed. Don't know how much that's gonna be worth in the future, but like
Hopefully a lot with the way we're going.
it's not gonna be a lot of copies. I'm not gonna like print out
It's gotta be
1,000,
rare.
bro.
It's gotta be like trying to find Cherry Bomb, like the first cover of Cherry Bomb. Trying to find that 'cause that shit's expensive to find and to get.
And we don't even know how long we're gonna be sitting in this spot too. Like we're gonna be sitting in this weird spot where it's like, everything we release is either gonna be underground rarities or like we're gonna blow up and then people are gonna be like, yo, I'll give you like 100 like for that one cassette. And it's like, what the fuck? Like I ain't even get that much money off of that bitch. Like
But also, like, aside from it just being a cool thing for people to have from us, it's also just nice to have the physical media in case, like, say some shit happens, all the digital shit ends up getting fucked up real bad. At least there's a copy of it there.
Oh yeah. Actually, speaking of that, at least for all of my music, every form that you buy, like CD, vinyl, and then cassette, they will all have a bonus song on it. And they won't have the same bonus song. They'll all have their own bonus songs on it. And maybe that bonus song might be a demo version of a song that might be on a later project, but it'll be there. Like a liminal is already designed to have 9 songs, so that they'll make the song count on the physical ones to 10. So if y'all buy it, you're gonna get that one secret song. And like, just to be honest with y'all, you're gonna get the one like that's on the physical version, and it's gonna be a different one. Like maybe you got this one and then your friend got the cassette, and then you guys have to trade around. But like basically, if you want to hear all the songs,
like it's Pokemon.
yes, if you want to fucking figure it out, if you want to like hear all the songs, gotta kind of collect it. Gotta kind of look around for it.
The thing I noticed too is like there's not too many people that actually buy the physical things anymore. Because I've seen it where artists have done the thing you're talking about, where there's a bonus song on a vinyl or something. And me not having bought the vinyl, I won't know that that's on there until I look on.
Look up on YouTube, like if somebody uploaded it.
I found out one of them or a bunch of them through Genius, because I'll look at the song list and it says bonus track, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What do you mean bonus track?
Yep.
And I'll look it up on YouTube, and there's only one video of it because one person was nice enough
And
to upload a
sometimes,
video
yeah,
with no views on it, and it's like, wow, this song fucking slaps, and no one knows about it, and it pisses me off that no one knows about the really good songs that are bonus tracks. Because check your favorite artists and see if they have bonus tracks, because this shit is happening so many times.
Yep. Like
So
I
many
was
good
like
songs.
actually really annoyed at Ghostman when he did that because I was like, Ghostman, nobody's like, like 90% of your fucking fan base is not gonna hear that. Like, I was so fucking pissed off because I was like, this was during the
With AI era or before?
it was like slightly before it. I want to say it was like it was during Denzel Curry's Blood In Blood Out like era, that time frame, and he released like a small little EP, and it had 3 songs on it on the Spotify version, but on the actual vinyl version, it had like 2 extra songs. And I didn't hear those songs until like a year later. And I was like so fucking annoyed. It's just like, dude, I wanted to hear that. Like, this would have been very much appreciated a year ago.
Yeah, but it's like a nice Easter egg to find from
Yes.
because then it's like you got your own little secret from the artist that even if you tell people about it, because I've tried telling people about these songs,
They
people
still don't know.
give a shit. They're like, oh, cool. I still like this song though, and I'm like, all right, I just want to put you onto some of his hidden shit, but okay.
Like, you'll find it, but
If they just title it unreleased and put it on YouTube, it'll get so much traction than it will for being a bonus track.
essentially that's what I'm gonna do with my with my fucking music. Like when I release it on the physical copy.
I feel because I found it through Crumb, and since I saw Crumb do that, I also wanted to do the same thing. Because it's nice to just have like something for like the diehard fans that support it like that.
It's just nice. It's actually just really nice to have that kind of shit. And if anything, like I said, I'm gonna perform on like unreleased shit at the performance if we actually get that. So that's just gonna add to it. Like if you really want to just be a part of like everything that's happening within this like world of Terminal Goonz and everything, like, you know, your unreleased shit, Raf's unreleased shit, my unreleased shit, you're just gonna have to be there for every step of the way. And like honestly, for those of you who have been following so far, I do gotta actually use a little bit of time for this. For all of you guys that have been following and keeping up with everything that we've been doing, thank you. Like, it really does mean a lot. It's just like actually really cool to see that there are people who do support us, who do want to actively make our shit like, you know, pop off a little bit. And it's nice to see that. Like, I didn't really have that kind of like thought process until really started taking it a little bit more serious than well we're like already was doing with it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really like feel, I didn't care about it until people showed me it, and I was like, wait a second, I kind of do care about it now. Like, it's kind of nice. Like
There's been times where like a lot of the people around me will tell me, yeah, bro, I was watching your podcast last night to fall asleep, but I'm like, oh, well, that's actually kind of nice, thank you.
Like, thanks.
Like, actual homies supporting it, showing their friends about it too, because now like it's kind of spread amongst my friend group that like the podcast is a thing, the music is a thing, and it's just like slowly spreading out and branching out to people that I don't even fucking know. So it's nice to see this happen.
Just
And-
like, go ahead.
Oh, and because of that, like, there's more people that both I know and don't know that are one asking and wanting more music from both me, Leiden, and Toxie, like, and wanting to see us push out more videos, push out more podcast music, everything. They just want to see us do everything. So it's nice to know that there's actually people out there that really do support it and what we're doing.
Now, just to touch on it, because we gotta touch on it at least once a podcast, you know, talk about a little bit of the streaming side of things, you know, to let y'all know. Nuggy Duggy is still streaming. Juicy Jaden's starting to get into a little bit of his stream game. They're both getting on it a little bit. I took a break.
I just stopped just to focus on the music.
I took a huge break because for the same reason, focusing more on the music, focusing on getting this shit out to you guys, kind of building up more of what we got going on and like solidifying what we want to do with it. Because like we talked about that last podcast, we know what we want to do with it, so we're already doing it. And like that's what we did. That's exactly what I did. Like I took the time to just like, all right, let me sit in the shadows for a little bit, because like my Twitch, although it can pop off, like it very well could if I really fucking gunned for it. It's better to do this, what we're doing right now with everything. Like, you guys have so much more meaningful content coming your way. And like, even this podcast alone is just more, it hits better. And you'll like, if you're watching this, you know why. And so like, everything is just taken into account, taking in a little bit more of like what we do with this, what we want out of it, where we want it to go, like all that shit, dude. And what exactly is the Terminal Goonz? Like now we know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's been for debate like a little bit, but
It was a very fluid idea for a while, and now it's actually a solid thing.
yep. Like just seeing where everything is going, especially like in the next few podcast episodes, it should really start to take shape of at least like what is this podcast for? This should at least start to take shape like a lot more. And it's really cool to just like see these ideas become actual like tangible things. Like that's the biggest thing with the music video that I personally think is I just wanted it to be tangible. I wanted it to be a physical thing. That's why the storyboards exist, because it ensures that I'm going to move from point A to point B and then get that shit to point Z. Like, you know, get it at the fucking finish line. It needs to be done. Like, everything is getting done. I'm getting it all hammered out. It's taking a lot of time to do it, but I'm getting it hammered out. Anything, you know what? Anything that you need to say before we start, you know, giving some closing statements and all that.
Once again, first song that I'm releasing comes out in 2 days. Well, I don't even know what that is. April 4th. That's the day it drops. Aside from that, there's a lot more music that's going to be coming. I have to record more and write more, and I'm trying to finish some of the other beats that I have that I'm not fully happy with. But at some point, y'all are going to get music and an actual entire project, because I'm ready to be done with this fucking brain squid idea and move on to the next thing, because I already have a lot of the songs for the next thing done. I just need to finish this first.
Bro, I feel you on that. Like
It's irritating to just see like how much I can do and just wanting to finish an idea. Like I'm the type of person where I have to like finish my idea first before
I
can
feel
move on.
that.
Like if I don't, it's like, oh, it's just another unfinished project, and I'm not trying to have unfinished it.
I've already been throwing out the idea for the next project that I plan on working on. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, I'm already like kind of developing this idea in my head, but I can't fucking work on it because this isn't done.
Yeah.
I need Liminal to be done so I can
work on the
fully
next shit.
move on and focus, because the thing is, personally, I keep saying to myself, nothing has been produced for the next one. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anything that's currently produced between now and Liminal's release is part of a mixtape. Anything after Liminal is released could go towards the next
one.
album. Yes. Like that's how I'm putting it. That's my fine line on it.
For me, it is still mostly like most of them are for Brain Squid, but I do have a few, and there's one that's even titled the name of the next project that I really would put on Brain Squid, but it fits more on the next one. And that's kind of the only reason why I'm like, yeah, this next one's gonna have songs finished, because I literally have like 4 songs ready for that other one, like beat wise, not like lyric wise, but lyrics like written out, I do. Recorded, no.
Okay.
But also, last thing before we fully sign off, not enough. I genuinely hope you guys do like it. Spent a hot minute working on the melody, playing it on guitar for a while, and actually fully fleshing out this idea that I've had since like 4 years ago. And now it's finally like I got the skill and talent to do what I wanted with the song. So I hope you guys genuinely do like it. I'm not going to tell y'all what the song's about, why I wrote it. You can just listen to it and see if you can piece that shit together. Maybe someday I'll talk about that, but
maybe sometime on the next 2, maybe 3 podcasts, whenever it comes up.
If you want a sad story, sure.
Yeah, whenever it comes up.
I don't think I can talk about that one on the podcast yet. I think that
Understandable.
is still very fresh, and I'm not trying to piss off people. Maybe in the future I'll piss off those people, but right now, nah.
Well, I think we've said everything that we need to say. I don't think there's much else to really cover. I think we got everything out.
Pretty chilled now.
Now, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know today the date is April 2nd. You guys are watching the Terminal Goonz podcast. We're gonna leave you guys off with one little, you know, a little bit of a commercial break, and then you guys are free. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for listening to the Terminal Goonz podcast. And like always, bro, we hope you have a damned good one. Peace out, guys.